Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the Saturday Surprise Workout. My name is Kata with Kata B Fitness, and today we are going to do our workout has 3 different segments. I have it broken up so you can decide what you are going to work on today, if you want to do just parts or if you want to do all 3 sections. We're going to warm up, and then we're going to do 10 minutes of lower body, 10 minutes of upper body, and then we have a quick 5-minute core finisher at the end. The lower body workout can be done body weight only, but the upper body portion you will need dumbbells, some type of weighted resistance. For a lot of the exercises, you can use resistance bands. If you have resistance bands available, you'll just have to modify a little bit. And then for the end, the core finisher, you do not need any equipment for that either. So you can stay for lower body, you can warm up with us, kind of do your own thing, stay for the upper body and the core. It's kind of completely up to you. And you can also use this workout later and do the recording. And if you do lower body with us today, you can always do the upper body portion tomorrow if that is what you prefer and that is what you have time for. So just have another minute or so before we get started. Yeah, we're going to keep it pretty simple today. You'll need some different sizes of dumbbells. If you want to, you can always have a chair or a countertop nearby for support for some of the exercises if you need them or if you need to stay upright. But we are going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to just come to the center, right foot, toe, and heel. So we're just going to start with a rock. So I know not everybody does this, but I work with a population typically over 50, but you don't have to be over 50 for these workouts. All right, switching sides, other foot. One thing I notice is we start to lose a lot of mobility as we age. This is not always the case. For a lot of people it is. So I always start with the heels, with the ankles. So as we're lifting, you really want to think about lifting that toe up. All right, let's bring it back in the center, and we're going to start with the right leg. We're just going to go heel to toe. So we're standing tall on the left leg. We're just starting to wake up those hips. Good, we're going to switch sides right here. Heel and toe, heel and toe. Now for me right now, it's very cold. It is getting to be winter. Good. We're going to bring our feet into the center. We're going to bring them together. We're going to start slow and come back up. So narrow squats here. So where I am, it's a little chilly. So there is no shame in taking a little bit longer for your warm-up. Good. Let's take the legs a little bit wide. We're going to go down, 2, up, 2. So start nice and slow. You don't have to go deep. We just want to start to wake up the hips, knees, and ankles. Good, bring it up. We're going to start down to good deadlift. We're going to bring it up. So this is also known as a good morning. If you put your hands behind your ears, you can do that. Or you're going to keep your legs a little bit soft. Hands can be down. I kind of think this is a little bit like going into shortstop, but not quite. We're bowing to the queen. Good, couple more right here. So just a nice good deadlift. Let's bring our feet together. We're gonna circle. So up, open, lift the ankle, bring it around. Again, up, open, lift the heel. Up, open. One more, up. Good, we're gonna go the other direction. So back, out to the side, circle it around. Back, out, and in. One more time, back, good, circle around. Let's switch sides. So up, open, lift the ankle, circle. So these are your hip cars. is what they call these, but they're just hip circles really. Good, let's go the other direction. So back, out, bring it around. Now you're gonna find one direction is gonna feel easier and then one side is gonna feel easier. Good, bring it in the center. We're gonna roll the shoulders up, back, and down into our back pockets. Now we're gonna start right, left, so right and left. So start with a roll as you feel more comfortable. We're gonna start to take it a little bit bigger. You do not have to keep up with the music, that's just how I function. So nice, good rolls. Good, bring it in the center. We're gonna squeeze and press, squeeze and press. So we're bracing our core, keeping our bellies pulled in, squeeze and press. Good, we're gonna bring it in the center. We're gonna take it down, bring it up, pull the elbows down, take it back up. So kind of a squat to deadlift and a nice good pull. Down, up, pull the shoulders down and back. It's okay if your shoulders are a little in front. It's what feels good for you and your shoulders. So down, up, drive it down. Good, we're gonna squat, not squat, lunge forwards. Lunge and reach. Now you can go slower, go deeper. I'm just working on little mini steps. Let's add a reach across the body. Forward step, reach to the corner. 4, 3, 2. All right, side lunges. We're gonna step and we're gonna hold it right here. You can add a little reach, shoulder towards the opposite hip. We're sitting back into our heels. 4, 3, bring the feet in. We're going to open and close reverse lunge. So on our reverse lunges, knees are about over our shoelaces. 2, let's take the arms up right here, reach. So we think about keeping that core nice and braced, which means we feel like we've blown the air through a straw. 2, all right, march or jog. So just a nice easy jog, or if you prefer, power march. We're gonna pump those arms. 4, 3, jumping jacks out and in. So high impact. If you wanna keep it low, this is okay too. Third option, side steps. 4, 3, good heel curls. So high impact, heels to your backside. Low impact is a big, good, nice, good hamstring curl. Reach and pull. 4, 3, here's our skaters, side step, good cross behind. Now you just start with a good step. This is perfectly okay. You can add a hop. You can try to go a little lower, sink into the hips. March it out, shake it out. All right, roll the shoulders. Grab a quick drink of water. So if you're just joining us, we're gonna do 10 exercises, no repeats. No repeats, 10 exercises, 10 lower body, 10 upper body, 5 core. 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. We're gonna start with side stepping squats. Now something to consider is if you're still feeling like you're not quite as warm as you would like to be, start with body weight or start with weights that are a little bit lighter than what you would normally use, okay? So side stepping squats, side step center, side step center. If you want to do a narrow squat in the middle, go for it. All right, in 3, 2, and 1. So with or without weights. Chest is up, side step, together, side step, and together. Now you have the option to add in a narrow squat in the middle. So side step, bring it up, narrow, side step, and then narrow. So this is optional. Narrow squats are going to change your squats a little bit. It's good to switch it up and not always do narrow, or not narrow, hip width. So we don't always want to do hip width. You want to squat in a position that's comfortable. Good. All right. We're going to do a deadlift, single-sided right leg. It's good to change it up every now and again and add in different body positions. So single leg deadlift, nice and tall right here. Single leg, and then bring it up. I got to get my balance work going today. Single leg, bring it in. So this is one. We're nice and tall. Brace that core, shoulders down and back. We're hinging at our hips. This is that drinking bird. Do you remember those? I used to see them all the time, like in the malls. Little kiosks in the malls, the drinking birds. Now, if you need to have support, kickstand RDLs are great, okay? Nice good kickstand deadlift, but the front leg is doing all the work. 2 and 1, switching sides. This is exercise number 3. So catch your position, soft knees, shoulders down, brace the core, shift your weight into that front leg. Arm out for balance if you'd like. Here you go. So good deadlift, bring it up. You do not have to get to the floor. This is a good deadlift, right? Good Romanian deadlift. Oh, it's not stiff leg. We do soften that knee. We do challenge our balance. A test is your dumbbell should go straight, if I can hold my balance today, straight up and down, okay? So it shouldn't be going forwards and backwards. You shouldn't have to pull it out to go over your knee. Just a nice, good, straight up and down line, basically. Good job, bring it up. Sumo squats with a dumbbell pickup. Wider stance. Squat it down, pick up the dumbbell. I'm gonna switch hands every time. So wider stance, toes out. Here we go. So take it down, bring it up, set it down, and switch. Now when we do our switch, we don't want to turn our body as we pull. We want to try to keep our torso nice and tall. Now you can absolutely do both hands. You can also do this where you don't touch the floor. You can take it down, switch hands, bring it up, down, and switch. But this is a good squat. Think about sumo wrestlers. They're pretty big guys, but they're pretty flexible as well. They can get down to the floor. 2 and 1. All right, we're going for forward lunges, right side only. Option, hold it by your side, hold the dumbbell by the side, hold it at your chest. 3, 2, and 1 right here. Forward lunge, step it back. So nice and tall. The side that you hold your dumbbell, it just changes things a little bit. It can be same side, it can be opposites. Or if this makes you feel uneven, which is good, that's what it does, hold it at your chest. Again, if you need to do reverse lunges instead of forward lunges, that's okay. Lunges are lunges, but it's good, again, to practice a little bit of everything if you can. If front lunges don't feel good, check your position. 2 and 1. So if your front lunges, your forward lunges don't feel good, check to make sure you're not pushing your knee out over your toes. 3, 2, and 1, good. So that's not saying that your knees should never go over your toes. But if you're feeling pain and pressure, make sure you're not pushing those knees over and keeping that back leg straight. We want to take a good step forwards, drop the back knee down towards the floor. So it's really about technique and where you're feeling these exercises. You got 15 seconds to go. And we're gonna go for curtsy lunges. We're gonna alternate right, left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Curtsy lunges. We've got 4 exercises left, and we are done with legs. So nice and tall. 3, 2, 1. So a good curtsy. Cross behind, bring it up in the center, cross behind, and center. Now when we do curtsies, we don't want to rotate and open that hip up behind us, especially not a lot. It's going to go back a little. You're crossing behind, but we don't want to put a torque on that knee, like we're taking it really far and we're turning to the opposite wall. So drop it down, push through that front heel, stand nice and tall. We're getting a little bit of side glute here, in addition to the rest of our legs. 2, I'm gonna get 1 more. I gotta get that evenness. All right, 80-20 squat. Right leg, left leg, kickstand position, but it's a squat. It's a squat. Down and up, here we go. Down and up. So how far down you go is completely up to you. This is okay. This is perfectly fine. Down and up. If you've got the mobility and your knees are okay with it, we're gonna go deeper. Now this isn't a lunge. That back foot is closer. It's just doing a single leg squat, but you have more support here. 10 seconds. I'm feeling this a lot more in my quads. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Switching over to the other side. So I keep mine. My toe is about in line with my heel, maybe a little bit behind. Nice and tall. 2, 1. Here we go. Drop it down. Bring it up. So again, we don't want to bow, we want to sit. And a lot of this is going to depend, oh my goodness, a lot of this is going to depend on your knees, your ankles, what your body is able to do. I'm glad we're almost done. Oh my goodness. So remember, you don't have to go deep. It's okay to stay a little more shallow, but you want to go as deep as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Last exercise. Wide stance, side lunges. We're going to do a dumbbell reach, switch in the middle. So you're going to go side and side, okay? Here we go. This is your last exercise. Dumbbell switch. So a little rotation, just like we did in the warm-up. So side to side. We don't want to push the knees forward. We are sitting our hips back to our heels. It can be shallow. Reach for your knees. Deeper. Reach for the floor. Got 15 seconds. Then we're going to take a break and we're going to do upper body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring it in. Grab a quick drink. I think it's officially time for the fan to get turned on. So, lower body is done. No more lower body. That's it. We're gonna focus next on upper body, which is nice because there's a lot more muscles that we can focus on versus the lower body. I should have chucked some calves in there, but that's okay. So grab a drink, walk it around. We're gonna do everything from rows to tricep press ups and rear delts. So you got a lot of options here. We're gonna start with wide rows. Normally palms in, elbows close. We're gonna rotate, thumbs kind of at an angle, and we're gonna drive a little bit wide, but we're still pulling towards our pelvis, still squeezing the shoulder blades together. So, little roll of the shoulders, grab your weights. So we got big muscles and we got little muscles. So wide rows, 8, 7, we got this, 4, 3, 2, 1. So good, 45 seconds. Good body position, brace that core. Lift and down. Now I went heavier because we're only doing one round. You are welcome to alternate right, left. Now we're not going way out to the side here. We're still pulling at an angle. So think about the ends of your dumbbells pointing behind you are kind of pointing towards the corners of your room. So brace the core, shoulders down and back. Don't let the back arch, don't let it round. This is where all those ab exercises we do and we're bracing our core, it's gotta translate to real life. 3, 2, and 1. All right, tricep kickbacks. Now you have the option to do an overhead extension if you want to, if you've got happy, healthy shoulders. If you don't, tricep kickbacks. 2 and 1. So brace your core, elbows up, slowly lower, bring it back up overhead. So down and up. So nice, good extension. Notice my elbows are not in front of my face. Now, if that is not for you today, we're gonna take it forward, kick it back, bring it in. Yes, you can be more upright, bigger range of motion if you are here. More time under tension. And that's what we wanna go for when we're lifting, is that time under tension, trying to keep that muscle working throughout as much of the exercise as possible. 2 and 1. All right. Side raise into a front raise and then reverse it. 3, 2, 1. So we lift it to the side, bring them together in the front, take it down. Now up in the front, to the side, and down. You absolutely have the option to do a side raise and then a front raise. So if this is not for you today, do a side raise, then do a front raise. Or if you need to, do the right arm, then the left. Remember, we're only doing everything once. So if you're like, man, I'm struggling with this exercise, you only have to do it one time, but it lets you know that maybe we need to add this into our collection of exercises. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right. What are we doing? Curl to press, bicep curl, overhead press. Yes, you can do this with one dumbbell if you would like. Here we go. Curl, press, and bring it down. Neutral grip, palm in, taking it up. Option 2, palm forward, bring it up, rotate as we take those shoulders up and our arms overhead. So your choice. Up, rotate, in and down. And I know when we start to have issues with our shoulders, what do we do when we go overhead? Oh, we arch it back to get those arms up. Brace that core, tuck those ribs under. Your hands do not have to go perfectly out to the side. A little bit out to the front is okay. 5 seconds to go. But it also lets you know it's time for some shoulder mobility. Good, last one. Rear delts, rear delts. Do I want to go heavy? No, we're only doing it once, right? Yeah. 2, and 1. Forward fold, lift, and then lift. So this one for me, I find that the more forward folded I am, the easier it is. If you need to be more upright, you're gonna go a little bit more up and back at an angle. So imagine a chest fly, but we are upside down. So instead of facing up, we're facing down. Hand position. You can do thumbs up, backs of the hands to the ceiling, or pinkies up, your choice. We don't want to turn and swing. Brace that core. Lift with the back of your shoulder. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, standing chest fly. I think I'm gonna have to stick with my 8s. So palms facing forwards. Bring the arm opposite, up and over to the opposite shoulder. Here we go. So up and over, and up and over. Now, a lot of times what happens is we accidentally turn this into a front raise, or we turn it into a shoulder exercise because we rotate that palm in. Think about taking the inside end of your dumbbell over to the opposite wall. Up and over, shoulders relaxed. And so imagine there's a cable behind you and you're trying to pull that cable across the body. This is a really good one to do if you can get to a cable machine. So yes, we're getting shoulders, but we can also squeeze that chest in towards that sternum, that breastbone. Good, bring it in. We're taking it down to the floor. Last exercises, we're gonna start with the tricep press up. Yes, you can do it against the wall. All the way down. Give yourself a hug. Top hand is by your shoulder. Right here, push yourself up. Take it back down. Try different leg positions to see what works. So having one leg straight out is gonna make this a little bit more challenging, or it might make it a little easier. I can never remember. I think this is easier because it's a counterbalance. This just feels like easy-ish to me today, and that never happens, so I'm kind of concerned. I'm happy, but I'm concerned. Now, if this doesn't work for you, you can do tricep extensions in a prone position. You can do this against a wall. Same position. You're in a nice, good side plank. Push it up, take it down. Good job. Bring it in, switching over to the other side. So on your side, give yourself a hug. With the bottom hand, your top hand is gonna come right by your shoulder. Shoulders down and back, in your back pocket, right here. Push it up, take it back down. Now it's okay if your push isn't very big, but if it's not very big, I want you to take that leg out and see if you can get that full extension of that elbow. Also check your hand position. If it's up by your head, get it down by your shoulder or maybe even your chest, because we want to get, it's physics is what it is. So down and up, shoulder down. Use the back of the arm for this. Again, if this is not for you today, you can do a tricep kickback. You can even do skull crushers, just a couple rounds of skull crushers or single-sided skull crushers. 2 and 1. Pullovers. Nice, good dumbbell pullover. So you're gonna be on your back, knees bent, feet flat, 1 dumbbell or 2, soft elbows, tuck the tail. You're gonna take the weight slowly over your head and then bring it right back over your chest. It does not have to touch the floor. And if you get it to the floor and you notice, hey, my ribs are flaring, my low back is lifted off of the floor, that's too far. If you have issues with your shoulders, you'll know that your arms are not going to want to go overhead. They're not going to want to get to the floor. This is just like taking your arms overhead. We're working a different muscle. We're working our lats, which is a muscle that's kind of under our arms that wraps around our back. But we want to brace our core. Nice, good press. Good, all right. Chest presses, last exercise right here. I think I'm gonna keep this dumbbell and I'm gonna do my chest presses this way today. Here we go. So we're going to take it down to our ribs, press it up. Now you can do neutral grip like I am with one dumbbell. You can do neutral grip with 2 dumbbells. This is going to get extra triceps. We got a lot of triceps today, but that's a good thing. Kind of gets neglected. So we're bringing it to our ribs, then pressing it up overhead. So inhale, exhale on the push-up. Good, almost done. All right, let's set it down. Take those weights off to the side. Grab a quick drink of water. We're going to finish up. Nice, good core work. So for our core, if you want to stay down on the floor with us, you absolutely can. You can also do some standing stuff. We're going to do side planks, Russian twists, side plank, reverse crunches, and scissors is what we're focusing on today. Now, if you want, you can change that side plank and turn it into an inner thigh exercise. So it's a muscle that we don't get worked very often. So you can be on your side, top leg is in back. So option 1 is right here. We're still holding a good position, but our hip is on the floor. I want you to think about maybe a soft bend in the knee, flex your foot, and I want you to lift and hold that inner thigh. We don't want to roll over backwards, but we want to sit and bring it up. Option 2, bring it into a side plank. Lift and hold or lift and lower that inner thigh. All right, ready? And 3, 2, and 1. So nice and tall. So we lift up into our side plank first. Option 1, lift and lower. Lift and lower. For a lot of people, lift and lower might actually be easier than trying to do a lift and hold, but we still want to hold that nice good side plank. So it's your choice if you want to make this a side plank exercise or an inner thigh exercise. We've already done quite a bit in the way of outer thigh, but if you know that you need outer thigh and hip work, a side plank is a good option. We have 15 seconds to go, so try adding in a little bit of lift and lower, even if it's just an inch, okay? I have a client I was working with. He was having hip issues. One leg he could do this, the other leg he couldn't do it at all. Good, bring it in. So that's a sure sign he was missing something. All right, Russian twists. We're gonna add punches. So nice and tall. Lean back, C curve. We're gonna add punches corner to corner. If you haven't tortured your shoulders enough, we can add very light weights. If you wanna do more abs, we're going to bring it up, and then we're going to take it a little bit lower, lean back. So we're kind of adding in a lift and then a lower. If you want, you can add weights and just do a regular Russian twist. This is okay too. If you have been told not to rotate and not to flex, I want you to hold, punch right in the center. So this is gonna be your stability exercise without the rotation. 3, 2, and 1. Side plank, inner thigh, other side. So on your side, tall position, back foot is down. We're on our hip. This is your option 1. Little bit of a soft bend, flex that foot, lift and hold, lift and lower. This is your option 1. Your option 2, take the same body position, push through the heel, lift the hip, hold it up, side plank. Option, lift and lower. Now you decide what's gonna work for you today. This one is challenging. It's definitely challenging me today, but that's a good thing. Now don't let that leg go way out in front. It's actually gonna pull you off balance. Nice and tall. So you can take that foot down, rest the inner thigh, get that side plank going. We got 5 seconds, finish nice and strong. We got 2 more exercises after this. That's it. Good job, bring it down. On our backs, reverse crunches. Now you have options. You do not have to do the big tucks. So option 1, knees bent, feet flat. We're going to just tuck our pelvis and lift. So we don't want to tuck and push our tummies out. We want to tuck, pull it in. Tuck, pull it in. Option 2, hands by the hips. You tuck, knees in towards the chest, tap the toes. Option 3, we bring it up. We push the heels towards the ceiling as we do this. Now, if you've been told again, no flexing, I want you to inhale into your belly. Exhale, breathe all the air out through a straw. Good, so you're gonna do that inhale and exhale. All right, we have scissors. So tuck the ribs, press that belly into the floor, that back into the floor. Legs are up, and we're just going to do scissors, forwards and backwards. Here we go. So I want you to lock out your knees a bit. So we don't want to kick with our knees. Low back in the floor. Good, scissors. Now you have the option to start to take those scissors a little bit lower and then bring them back up again. When you start to go lower, if you start to feel your low back is lifting off of the floor, that's where you stop and you come back up. We don't want to go any lower. Take it down. Bring it up. Good, we've got 10 seconds to go. This is our last exercise for our workout today. All right, bring it in. Let's take those feet down to the floor. Find a comfortable position. If you want to come into Shavasana, into corpse pose, you absolutely can. Just taking those legs out straight. So give yourself a little bit of a breather. So take some nice deep breaths in. All right, we're gonna take that right leg. We're gonna bring it up, and we're gonna take the left hand, pull the right leg across the body. Try to get that foot down towards the floor. Should have cleared out my space, but get that foot down towards the floor, knee towards the floor. Now your right arm, we're gonna open that shoulder out to the side. So palm is facing up. We should be getting a nice good chest stretch, nice good rotation of the torso, and then a nice good hip stretch. Bring it in, we're gonna switch sides. So take that opposite leg straight, left leg up, right hand pulls it across the body, knee towards the floor. Now that left arm, we're gonna open, palms facing up. Four, three, two, bring it into the center. We're gonna roll onto our side. We're gonna pull the knees into the chest. So bottom hand is gonna grab those knees. Your top hand, we're going to have our fingertips out. We can rest our head kind of on the floor. We're gonna draw 2 rainbows. So we're gonna circle our arms up and over, and especially as we open, we pull the knees into the floor as we open that shoulder and chest back behind us, and then we bring it back around. So this is going to test your shoulders, and it's going to test your torso, your upper spine mobility. Good. Now we're going to roll over onto our tummies. We're just going to rest our chin on our hands for a moment. Nice deep breaths in, and as we exhale, we're going to take our hips into the ground. So deep breath in. Exhale, relax the hips into the ground. Let's roll over onto our other side. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do those rainbows. So pull the knees into the chest. Bottom hand is gonna grab those knees, pull them into the floor. Top hand is gonna be fingertips out, and we're just going to circle up and around, still pulling the knees into the chest as you bring that arm around. we're gonna circle it back. Good, one more time. So bring it up, open, back behind you, and circle it back around. Let's bring it over, hands and knees. So we're gonna go world's greatest stretch. Take that right foot by that right hand. You can have your hand on a chair or an ottoman. Back leg is extended out, trying to do a nice, good, neutral spine. We're gonna take I think it's our right hand, yeah? So our right elbow down towards our right foot, and that knee can go out if it needs to. And then we're gonna open towards the ceiling, and I want you to open that shoulder back behind you. Good, take it down, elbow towards the floor, and then take it back up. Good, switching sides. So left foot by the left hand. We're gonna take that right leg back, left elbow down towards the floor. And then we're gonna open that shoulder back behind you. Good, take it down. And then open back behind you. Good, bring it back into the center. We're going to do cat-cow, so we're gonna inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale. We're gonna walk our knees back a little bit into our knee plank. We're gonna tuck our toes under. Now we're gonna lift our hips into down dog, and we're gonna do an alternating heel press down towards the floor. So one heel lifts, the other heel presses towards the floor. Good, bring it in the center, knees down to the floor. Sit the hips back into a child's pose position. Reach those arms out, and we're gonna add a little wiggle side to side, kind of lowering the armpit down towards the floor. Go ahead and bring it back up to hands and knees. Walk the hands back, sitting your hips back to your heels. Give yourself a moment. Shoulders down. We're gonna squeeze our glutes, bring it up, tuck your tail, brace your core. Right hand reaches for the right heel, left arm is gonna reach up. We're squeezing our glutes to push our hips forwards. Good, switching sides, left hand to left heel, squeeze the glute. We're gonna open. Bring it into the center. Strong leg comes around to the front. Hand on the thigh, standing up nice and tall. We're gonna roll our shoulders up, back, and down into our back pockets. Let's take our right hand to our right shoulder, walk it back, give yourself a nice good pat on the back. Good, bring it down, other side, hand to the shoulder, walk it back. Nice good pat on the back. You can give yourself support up high or down low. Chin stays in a nice neutral position. Good, we're gonna bring it in. We're gonna take our hands out, spread the fingers, shoulders relaxed, palms facing forwards. We're gonna bring the arms up. Can we get our thumbs to touch? We're gonna take it out to the side. Now we're gonna rotate from the shoulders, palms face back. Can we get our thumbs to our hips? So out to the side, rotate, bring it up. Out to the side, rotate, bring it down. And if you can you take it behind you? Keeping the elbows straight. This is all shoulders. Find your pain-free range of motion and just move through it. This is a good one to do on the floor or even with your arms against a wall. Takes a little bit of technique though. This is our last one. Good, bring it down, roll the shoulders, ear to shoulder, side to side. Bring the head up, pull the chin back slightly, look to the right, look to the left. Good, bring it in the center, big breath in, spread your fingers. Exhale, thumb to index, middle, ring, and pinky. One more time, bring it up and out. And you are all done. So I want you to give yourself a nice good pat on the back for doing this workout with me today, whether it's lower body, upper body, core, or all three. And if you joined me live, thank you. I appreciate it. Makes me feel better. I'm not working out by myself. Remember to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified anytime that I do more workouts. It's not coming up for a little while yet, but just keep in mind the holidays are already coming, so I am going to do a 12 days of fitness again like I did last year. My plan is to do a body weight only one, and then one that uses equipment so that you have options for what you want to do for your 12 days of fitness. So a couple different ideas that I have. If there are workouts that you would like to see, please don't hesitate to let me know. I want to know what you enjoy. And I've noticed, like, even on my videos, it's kind of hit and miss. I'll have a video that's 96 views, and then I'll have one that has like 6. So it's a good idea, but sometimes it can be the same type of workout. So let me know what you would like to see. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again in class. So bye.